Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my rant on Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 11, Caution, Feelings Approaching.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hi, everybody, and I'm back. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 11, Caution, Feelings Approaching, I would probably rate this episode a C. Tell me down in the description box and in the live chat what you would rate this episode. Ciao. Ciao. Girl. Whew, I'm going to try not to rant too much tonight. But let's go ahead and get started on these mofo couples. The first couple that I want to talk about is Brett and Ryan. Ryan is trying everything that he can do to have feelings for poor little old Brett. It is just absolutely sad to see Brett in this particular situation. And I say that because Brett has to take care of Brett. Sometimes you think things are honorable and you have the best intentions on doing things, but we have to do self-care first. I am learning that. I had a conversation with my members yesterday, just being transparent about self-care. And I don't think that she's handling self-care very well at all. So we see them get up in the morning and Ryan is cooking breakfast and he's doing what he do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. And of course, they have been having very difficult conversations about the relationship and where they stand at with it. And so, he decides to give her a challenge, a test, if you will, via a scavenger hunt. There was nothing romantic in it, no part at the end of the rainbow, like nothing. And I think it was just a test to challenge her coping skills because he has mentioned several times that she doesn't have the ability to deal with high stress situation and that she's high strung and he's just cool, calm, and collective, and she's off the rail with everything. And what I notice about Brett is that Brett complains, if you will, as much as Myrla does, but because Myrla is Myrla and everybody wants to hate Myrla, nothing is said about it. She complains she's apprehensive. He talked about how she was on the plane and, just not going with the flow. And but nobody is focusing on it because everybody wants to hate Myrla. I said it, sure did. After all, this is a rant. And so I'm just, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, you know what, whatever. So they finish that and everything, and they go off to work and they do what they do. She comes home from work and she finds that her dog is sick. Um, Ryan's not there. Now I know that you can text me and beat me and all of that kind of stuff. Kim Possible. But honey, let me tell you something. If my pet is dying, or there is just a possibility that my pet is dying, I need you to step up to the plate. I need you to be a mofo shadow. And when you don't make a mofo respect you or treat you the way that you want to be treated, especially when you are in a time of need, when a family member is sick, I don't have no use for you. I don't need to try again. I don't need to do any of that. And I did not see him. She called and was talking to her girlfriend about it. But where the hell was Ryan? Now I know he got a mofo job, but I'm gonna tell you what, you better take sick leave, slick leave. I don't care what kind of leave, vacation leave. You need to do something to make sure that you're by my side. I need that support during this time. And if you don't ask for what it is that you think that you need, you will never get it. She, in my opinion, from what we saw on the television, she went through this practically by herself. And then on the day when she had to put her dog down, he doesn't cancel. He doesn't think enough about her to cancel this mofo date. I gotta put my good shoes on, my good face on, and come out there on bending knees, accommodating you and trying to make you feel like a man, and you haven't made me feel like a woman not every time. And you think that this is okay. Women, this okay? This is okay behavior. No, it's not. She, to me, and y'all can say what y'all want to say. Go off, go ham in the comment section. If you don't agree with Auntie, you will not get blocked if you ain't disrespectful. Trust me, you can say what you want to say. But let me tell you something. Wasn't nothing honorable about what she did. You got to take care of yourself. I remember when I had to put my dog down. You think I would have been up for a date? And then I would have been, you think I would have stayed with a mofo who didn't think enough about me to say, you know what, I know you grieving. That's your family member. Her dog was 11 years old. She spent 11 years with this dog and 30 days with this mofo. And you take the dog's memory and the grieving process that you needed to go through, and you go out on a date with this inconsiderate mother. Brett, that's why you get walked over. That's why you don't get the love that you need. Because you sitting up there being somebody cotton freaking doormat. And Ryan didn't care enough. Then he sits there and he plays the they go to a theater, a movie theater, and it's one of those eating movie theaters and stuff like that. We have them here in this area. And while they're sitting there, he starts talking about how much he admires her, for doing what she do. No, you should have said, you know what? Go home. I got something for you. I'll make you some tea and everything, and you just lay in my arms and we'll just, we'll go through this. I don't want to sit there eating no food and she's sitting up there swallowing. With every food particle she put in her mouth, I was like, girl, how in the world are you swallowing this? How do you believe that this is acceptable? I've heard of getting up and doing what you got to do. But this ain't something I got to do. And I want to see how this mofo treats me during my time of bereavement. 11 years you done had a dog. So how much? So what you gonna do for my grandma? If I lose my grandma and we got something scheduled, you're not going to cancel it? How is this acceptable? And maybe you think I'm wrong, but I know I ain't wrong because I would drop him like a cotton freaking bad habit. There's no way in the world that I would stay in a relationship with a man like this. Absolutely not. And I would go off on anybody who thought any differently than this. This is real life I'm dealing with. And it's sad that some women probably looked at this and was like, Brett is so strong. No, Brett's stupid. Take care of you. Grieve your dog. And guess what? If you did not show up, Brett, it doesn't make you less of a partner. It doesn't make you less of a woman. You don't have to be in no man's beck and call like that. And then he looks at they go back and they look at the wedding. They put the wedding up on the screen. They're eating and everything. They put the wedding up on the screen. And now instead of this being a positive experience for Ryan, it's a negative experience. It reminds him of how unhappy he is with her. It reminds him of how unattractive he is, attracted to her he is. This was counterproductive. So she wasted her mofo time thinking that this date is gonna bring them together. See why you gotta take care of you? You gotta take care of you. You gotta. I could go off, take this wig, snatch it off, throw it across the room, let that mofo come back and put this sucker on backwards and just keep it pushing on this rant with this girl. She thinking that this is something that's going to bring them together, and it was counterproductive. According to him, he felt worse because now he realizes on the day of the wedding, I was more excited about Brett than I am now, and I've been with her 30 days. It was counterproductive when she could have been sitting at home taking care of her. He didn't even appreciate it, and it didn't even come out to a happy ending. He's putting on a face. He's masquerading. How is this helping her? And when did production ever show us in his loving arms? He ain't got to love me, but just love the relationship that I had with my family member. Embrace me some kind of way, mofo. Show me that you care about the relationship that oh my God. You know what, Auntie, you're going to have to get off this. We have come to a day in a time, honey, where chivalry ain't even requested, let alone expected. To be chivalrous, to be honorable, to even just be cotton freaking compassionate, one human being to another. We have come to a place in a generation of women who don't even expect that. Brett didn't even expect that. I will look at the comments, but I ain't. I forgot to do it members only. But I'm telling you right now, I would not have ever even wanted to sit on a sofa beside him. After that, don't commend me. Don't yay boy pat me on my back and say good job, Brett. Not your mofo homeboy. I'm your wife. And not only am I your wife, I'm a woman who just lost her dog. And I got to swallow that and this cheap ass dinner that you sent me to. And you wait till she goes back and look at this footage and see that this didn't even benefit her. That all her effort was for naught. Yeah, you go ahead, Brat. Yeah, girl, you be strong. No, be weak. Be in the moment. Feel the loss. Take care of you. We don't always have to be strong. And tears don't mean weakness. It's a way to flush your system, a coping mechanism, if you will, a release of stress and anxiety. And maybe that's the reason why she's the way she is, because she lays down and allows herself to put herself last. And everybody else, regardless of how they treat her first. Women learn. Learn. So anyway, that is, that was, Brett and Brett and Ryan. The next couple that I want to talk about is Jose and Rachel. I hope I just help somebody to just see things a little differently. That's why I do these rants. Okay. So the next couple I want to talk about is Jose and Rachel. Rachel, who last week was not in love with Jose because Jose locked her out of her own apartment, accepted a sorry A, poor it. And see, I said I'm going to stop cursing like I curse on my channel. I need to bring it in. But Jose and Rachel sit down at a table. They're still, in the war zone with one another. But they on opposite sides waiting for the water to really start. She tells Jose, I don't feel like I've gotten the apology from you. Jose said, I said, I'm sorry. And I sent you a text message. And I said, I know you want a divorce and everything, but I did it. I locked you out. I inadvertently, I accidentally, the devil made me get up and lock the deadbolt on the door. And it wasn't malicious and it wasn't with ill intent. You think I believe that? See, again, let's be honest. Because until you cannot say but, until you cannot say however, until you can tell the truth and shame the devil that you said made you put the deadbolt on, oh, I'm sorry, that accidentally put the deadbolt on the door of the place that we live in together. Until you are unable to be, until you let your guard all the way down and you become vulnerable about this daggone thing, and you are willing to step up to the plate and be the man that I expect you to be, although your mouth is ashy than a mouth. I still need that mouth to tell the truth. Until then, we can't be together. See, the thing about it is when you say that, you know what, I don't love him, and I feel unsafe, then why do you go as a woman into an area where you feel unsafe? Help me. See, because it can't be words. You can't call the popo and say you feel unsafe, but yet you up in an unsafe environment voluntarily. This mofo has verbally abused me, mentally abused me, psychologically abused me, shut me out of my place, and I'm laying up in the bed in the next room or in the same room with him. Girls, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Because maybe it's just me, maybe I didn't learn anything over these last 50 plus years. But I'm not going to be in a situation with a mofo who talks to me like that, handles me like that. I say that my mother and my daddy, I lead with this. I lead and I say, my mommy and my daddy taught me to never be with someone who speaks to me like this. However, I'm taking that lesson and putting that on the shelf. Because if you lead with that, I will not allow someone to talk to me like that. Oh, yes, you did. You allowed it. You swallowed it. You ate it. You sat down with your fine china and your utensil, your golden utensils, honey, with your napkin on your lap, and you ate and sopped up everything this mofo has said, including his sorry apology. A forced apology is never an apology. This mofo still sat down at the table with the arrogance and the gas lighting. I need some air. I have to get something where I can get some air. You sat down at the table and partaked of the 5-course meal. This mofo asks you flat out, are you ever going to get over it? And then when he comes back with an apology, well, I'm sorry. I mean, I ain't mean to do it. I ain't mean to do it. I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. That's the apology I wanted. I wanted that forced apology, that nasty attitude. And now I'm back in love. I'm back in love again. Girl, this is real life. You say your mama and your daddy taught you this. You pride yourself in saying how much you respect your daddy, and then you're going to sit up there and do the total opposite of it. That's why you're getting married at first sight. You didn't learn nothing. You didn't learn nothing. What'd you learn? What are you displaying? What are you saying? That if a man comes to me and we argue a little bit, and then I force him to apologize, or I try to convict him enough to apologize, a person who's not ready to apologize, he wasn't ready to take ownership, Bookie. He just won't. But you sat there and was like, yeah. Oh my goodness, girl. Yes. He apologized, and now I'm back in love. What the? Just as disingenuous as he could be. And this is how we are. We get all this training. We get a man who loves us unconditionally, a daddy. And that unconditional love we'll swap for a conditional mother. We will swap unconditional love and advice from someone who loves us unconditionally for a mofo that got conditions. Write that down, put that in your notebook. Your daddy had no reason to hurt you or to tell you something that was going to hurt you. But yet this mofo locks the door on you, talks to you disrespectfully, tells you to your mofo face that I ain't telling you what you want to hear. I'm not even going to apologize. But all of a sudden, because you're not answering my text messages, and I'm in here, I'm ready to do, I'm ready to do anything. Small arm mother, your small twerky teeny, you small. Help me, members. Y'all need to help me, because this mofo said, well, I wanted to you know, I'm in here for the Lord. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to go and get some index cards, because the girls at the office told me that I messed up with my little teen hands and my big lips and my ashy. Next time I need to come and draw some ash around my lips. See, because this won't prompt it by him. Somebody else told him to do this. This ain't even in him to do. The handwriting was too feminine. So all the girls at the office was like, oh my goodness, you were just showing everything. Let's do some cards. We're gonna do some index cards, and we're just gonna go the cheap route. And so we're gonna do these index cards of what you promised you ain't gonna do. So now you're gonna promise that you're gonna listen. You're gonna promise that you're not gonna. What else did she say? She said, "Oh yeah, that's right." He told me yesterday in a lunchroom that she said that he was controlling. So write controlling on that card. He ain't learned nothing. Call him Johnny again. Get him angry again, and let's see what happens. Because see, once you allow somebody, but then again, maybe she don't have no standards. Maybe she doesn't have any non-negotiables. Maybe she just willing to negotiate on everything, including abuse. There are a lot of women who find themselves like in that particular incident. I was in there at one point myself, at one time in my life, before I had an old ignorant boyfriend. And boy, did he look cute in shackles and an orange jumpsuit. But anyway, we're going to keep it pushing. People will only treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. And let me tell you something, when you get advice from a mofo that loves you unconditionally, and you take it, you discard that, and you throw that out, that means that you don't mind having conditional love. You don't mind a mofo putting all kinds of conditions on you. Because let me tell you something, although people make mistakes, they don't make mistakes locking your ass out the house. Excuse me for a second. What's going on over here? Okay. There we go. Still cute. She took it hook, line, and sinker. And was back kissing. So what about what your daddy said? So when you get hurt again, right? When he locks the door, he overreacts over something else, and then he gaslights you and talks to you disrespectfully. Whose fault is it? Is it his or yours? Who you gonna run to? Who you gonna call? How you gonna get out of that? Jose decides that he's going to take her out to the baseball field because all of them are celebrating their 30 what is it, their 30 days of marriage, a month, being married a month. Auntie. And so she has said that she liked baseball, and so he takes her out on the baseball field, and she's happy about it and everything because he half-assed apologized. And so now they're at a baseball field and everything, and they're still going through this situation, and he's sitting there looking lovingly and telling her that he is willing to do whatever it takes to continue to stay in this relationship. And she's like, I love you again, and all of that kind of stuff. She thought that it was very thoughtful of him to do that. And so he sits there and he tells her, about the joint bank account. And she said, well, the girls at work told me that, because in order to win you back in, I need to reconsider that. I think that we need to continue to have our own bank accounts. And she was like, oh my God, I already said that. I've been saying that. He said, oh, that means that I don't listen. No, that means he don't trust you. That means he ain't really feeling you like that no more. And see, Rachel ain't getting that. But see, he's pulling back on some things. And while some women may look at it and say, oh, she's finally getting her way, you better check that mofo at the door. He don't trust her like that. He don't want nothing joint with her because he don't trust her now. The trust is gone. When she is the one who should have withdrawn trust, she sits there and tells him, oh my God, I feel safe again. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Girl, bye. Now she's safe, and now he don't trust. Now he is pulling back, and he is manipulating and gaslighting and controlling her. He still got you on strings, boo. Do, 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 do. He still got you on strings. He knew exactly what to say. He followed the script from the ladies at the office to the T. The ladies at the office, his girlfriends that they told him exactly what to do, and it worked. No accountability. He didn't take no accountability. He just apologized and put it on index cards. But there is no accountability because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So when this mofo sat there and was like, are you ever going to get over this? I said I was sorry. What else do you want from me? She sat there and told you what she wanted. So why do you have to ask her what this mofo ain't genuine? Ladies, don't get suckered in. Don't get suckered in. This mofo don't care nothing about her. And now he's withdrawn. He's pulling back. But he's saying out of his mouth, oh yeah, I want to be with you. Speaking of somebody saying something out their mouth and not meaning what they saying, that caught freaking Zach. I know y'all be here for the rants. Y'all be here for the rants? Do y'all be here for the rants? If you here for the rants, go ahead on and hit that thumbs up button. I don't know how many you can come out to chat real quick, hit that thumbs up button, because my thumbs up don't be showing that y'all like these rants, okay? My thumbs up be looking like, okay, well, we might like it and we might not. I need to see some thumbs up. And I'll open up the chat, and I left the chat open. And it ain't members only tonight. Oh, yeah, y'all need to go on out the chat real quick, hit that thumbs up button, and then come on, slam yourself back up in here. Okay, I'll wait for you. I will wait for you. And if you already been here twice, you're already part of the family. You might as well go ahead on and pull your card up too by hitting that subscribe button. You might as well join this family. Okay? So I waited. So we see Zach and Michaela. They going to dance salsa with Gil and Myrla. Michaela's looking cute. She got her little flamingo dress on, her cute little straps, sandals. She's doing the thing. Ain't nobody tell Michaela that, Michaela, you can't go and do salsa with them shoes on, boo. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna have to bring them heels down. Now you looking cute and everything, but you should have had another pair of shoes prepared in the bag, whether or not they were some little slippers or whatever it is. They too high. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You're on camera. You ain't gonna come off looking real cute. You don't have any coordination. You just wasn't made for dancing. Now some people can dance, some people can't. So Michaela already came in there giving herself a disadvantage. coupled with the fact that the last time she talked to this mofo, allegedly, if we doing TV time, he sat there and said, I don't know whether or not this relationship is going to work. I don't believe it's going to work. And so, I got hopes for it, but I'm real doubtful. What the kind of bull is that? So Michaela gets up, Gil and them, comes in. Michaela, Myrla makes a comment. She said, it's past my bedtime. I said, honey, you better say that thing. You better let this mofo know I'm sacrificing. Oh, I'm making a sacrifice to be here tonight. That ain't a complaint. That's a fact. It's past my bedtime. If you don't tell a person what you like and what you don't like, your negotiables and your non-negotiables, then how do you take care of your own needs? If I don't say, hey, look, I'm going to go out with you this time, but this past my bedtime. And then it looked like the mofo showed up late, that Zach and Michaela showed up late. See, you on CP time. I'm on AA time. I'm on Auntie's advice time. Don't hold me up and holding production up and y'all bringing y'all poop up over here late. If you could not make the appointment, don't set it. Don't double date with me if you can't. Okay, all right. I'm just saying. So they come in and everything, and Marlon puts everything aside, Gil puts everything aside. They're excited. They all learning the dance moves, Mr. Whatever his name is, he got him going up to the front and, got him going to the back and, and everything, and the church all and Michaela's like, she can't get with it. Pop your shoes off. Ask him, do you got some feet covers, some little, some sockies or something up in here? Because I really want to do this. But Michaela not being prepared, maybe she got the call from production late and she just got off work. And so they dancing and everything. And next thing you know, Michaela goes and she sits down and she's like, Gil said, you quitting? She said, yeah. Yeah, I'm done. So, Zach, not taking care of self-care, not taking care of Zach, not letting her know this is unacceptable, not letting her know, like, not checking her at the door. He continues to go on. Men got to do self-care too. He should have said, Michaela, hey, this ain't cool. We came up in here to do this together. Can you at least try? If you ain't going to try, I'm not going to try. We might as well just go hit on and leave. Now, some people may say, well, he should have just went on by himself. Then don't make an issue and don't talk about it. Hello. Thank you so much, Dance Fitness with Nikki, for the membership. Thank you, boo. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much. Thank you, Monique King, for the $5 super chat. Auntie, Michaela would not have pulled that stunt if the dance instructor was a woman. Zach would have to dance with. I think she would have pulled her because I think that she did not. Thank you so much for the super chat. I think she would have pulled her because she was uncomfortable. And her uncomfortableness made her lie and say it was about the other day. It wasn't about the other day, or you wouldn't have showed up. What it was she was uncomfortable with looking awkward on television because she had the wrong shoes on. And Myra was over there. Myra had them arms. Myrla was going. Her and Gil was ta-ta-ta, cha-ta-ta-ta, cha-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Okay, they was getting their groove thing on. She saw her doing her damn thing. Thank you so much, Kimberly Conley, for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, boo. Love it. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I missed these. Thank you so much, Beverly Conley, for the $9.99 super chat. Love the rants. Thank you, boo. Oh my goodness, I've been missing them. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't refresh. Thank you, Joanne, for the $9.99 super chat. Auntie, women need to put themselves first emotionally. Absolutely, Joanne. Thank y'all so much. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I missed y'all. Michaela knew that them heels wasn't working. She wasn't able to get it. And so she sat down, and while she sat down and she smiled, she had an opportunity to work up her excuse. Sis, been there, done that too. So they all go and sit down and everything. You know, the dance instructor had to thank you so much, Sing Pray Love, for the $4.99 super chat. I love me some Gil and Myrla. Say what you want. Me too. Me too. Thank you so much, Sing Pray Love. So, you know, they over there getting their groove on and everything. They doing what they do, and Zach is dancing with the instructor. Now, from my understanding, the instructor has said that he had to dance with Gil too, but ain't nobody said nothing about that. The instructor said, I'm coming out and I'm letting y'all know that, you know, basically I had to do the same thing with Gil. Not because Myrla, you know, could not and did not want to dance with him, but I had to dance with him too, but production cut that part out. He wasn't the only one that had to get dancing. But here's the thing, instructor. We thank you so much for your comments and all of that kind of stuff. But those is apples and oranges. Because Michaela just absolutely stopped. And then when asked about it, indicated that, you know, she don't stay in a stalemate. So Zach gonna sit up there and tell me, so what? She was like, yeah. I mean, you know, all the things he says, this because of all the things I said to you. Yeah, yes. That's exactly right. It's all the things you said and all the things you did not say, Zach. But Marla, that wasn't it. Just say, you know, my feet was hurting, you know, but I had the wrong shoes on. I was ill prepared. And then when they come over there and they walk over to her, she told me, so I was having a good time. No, you wasn't. Thank you so much. Yeah. Got nothing. Okay. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. You always keep it real, Auntie. I was thinking the same thing. Thank you, boo. I think I said your name right, boo. Thank you. That's the question. Pamela asked. That's the question of the night. He's faking because he don't want to. He don't want to pay that money back. He is one of them people. Neither one of us want to be the first to say goodbye. He sat up there and sung this cotton freaking girl. This is a phony right here. This is a phony right here. I'm telling you right now. Somebody need to take him and just like go, die, go. Because he phony is I don't know what. He don't like Michaela. Michaela goes all out. We didn't even know he liked music like that. She rents a studio, an actual studio with an instructor for this mother to come into. She got candlelights. She got a Johnny Gill voice to men, a baby face. I'll pay your rent. I'll buy your dinner too. Yeah. Oh, soon as I get home tonight. He had one of them suckers set up. She had that kind of night set up. It was very white, Teddy Pendergrass. It was everybody. Like that joint was like later. He was like, you did all this for me. She was like, yeah. He said, it's an actual studio. She was like, what? You ain't never been in a studio before? Yes, actual studio, don't you? He sit up there smiling and, you know, playing the piano, and she smiling and drinking wine. You know what I'm saying? She got, you know, popping it all off and everything. She gave this mofo a night to remember. Yes, she gave him a night to remember. Get ready. Yeah, tonight. Uh, Now all of a sudden he thinking they could work. I can't, I can't with these mofos. So, Michaela, what do you need from me? I ain't never had nobody treat me like this, do me like this. I mean, you pulled out all the stuff. Michaela said, I need the fun Zach back. She said, after the salsa dances, that they had an opportunity to talk about some things. She laid some stuff down on this table. And I don't give up. What you think about Michaela is crazy as some of us believe that she is, in our opinion, and allegedly. She let him know at that dance studio, we ain't gonna do this. Now, whether or not she was lying or faking, mission accomplished. Let this mofo know you just ain't gonna be able to be hot and cold with me, in and out, back and forth, up and down. You're not going to be able to continue to do that, beloved. You're going to have to give me. You can't give me all these false hopes and talk to me and say these despairingly these things to me, and then the next day I'm supposed to be okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And in my opinion, this is not acceptable in any kind of way. And so Gil was like, was the dance, indicative of the relationship? She was like, yeah, because, we had a stalemate. He said, well, is this, this is what the thing, is this because I said that I felt doubtful? She was like, yeah, she saw counting. And then he's going to sit up there and say, well, you know what? You misunderstood me or I miscommunicated. This is what I meant. No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Zach. I heard exactly what you said, and I know what you meant. But now you backpedaling the pussy popping because I'm not being, I'm embarrassing you in front of your friends. Now, when Michaela get asked a question and she be like that, dumb looks, girl, bring that down. Bring that down. You ain't intimidating nobody with them looks. You ain't shocked by nothing I said either. Bring them eyelids down. Because we don't need all of that eyelid action. We don't need all that. Bring the eyelids down. Bring those down. Flutter your lashes. Do something different. Because you having the shorty big eyes ain't scaring me and don't intimidate me. None. So now Zach wants to, say that this is not what he meant. Gil says, well, I understood what you were saying. He said, what I was saying was, at the time. No. Okay, Zach. Gaslighting. Lying. So she takes him out on a date and has a little night. And then they go, he takes her to the hotel. He throws her onto the bed. It has, Z loves M on the bed and she's excited and it reminds them of the honeymoon and all of that kind of stuff. And they lay in the bed and they play and everything. And then they turn off the lights and, they said, so the next thing we see them 2 hours later after having intense sex, probably, they're at a restaurant now and they're eating late at night. Zach wants to, he wants the cotton freak and put the gas in the car, but he don't want to change the oil. You won't put the gas in the car, but you don't want to go and get the oil changed. Eventually, I'm going to shut down. All cylinders will not be working. Because the car don't just run off gas. You got to top all the fluids off, sweetie pie. You got to make sure you do maintenance. So you can't keep saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do. And putting your... Next couple I want to talk about is Gil and Myrla. Now, of course, we know that the two of them been touchy feely the whole time. She didn't kiss him, and he made a big deal out of it. She said, "Okay, I'm ready to go ahead on and do that." And I think Myrla has done a little bit more. I think that she's actually dropped the drawers. She's very comfortable sitting in the bed playing with her husband. Ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me that Myrla and Gil have not consummated this relationship. But anyhow, we didn't see it. They didn't say it. That's just my opinion, and we're gonna move on. So Gil decides that he wants to take Marla to a special place for their 30th day anniversary, and he puts he's considerate. See, he does considerate stuff. He's a Dusty, but he is a considerate Dusty because he know about her eyelashes. He thought about it, and instead of him getting her a sash across her eyelashes that she gets put on, he buys her the little glasses. Very considerate Gil. So he tells her that she's got to put that on. She said, "Well, it ain't coordinated with my outfit." I'm one of them type of people too. I want the stuff to be coordinated, or at least look a little cute. Okay. And so, she goes on with them, and that goes on with it. And he stops her, and there is a beautiful awning or cabana or whatever you want to call a pavilion. Let's call it a pavilion. And it has a setup like a Moroccan style, and they're at a winery, and they got the wine. He has the macaroon tree made for her, which was extremely pretty, and I'm sure cost a little pretty penny because them little things be expensive. But he's laid it all out. And Marla said, "Let me tell you something, honey. Good job, husband. Good job, husband. I mentioned that I wanted a picnic. He made a picnic happen for me. I mentioned that I wanted to taste wine, even though I'm not a big wine drinker, and he brought me to a vineyard, and I'm tasting different wines. And and she was like, 'Good job, husband.'" Marla, while she has kept herself, her standards there, she has made her heart available to receive. And in her receiving, she is ready to give. There is a principle in the Bible that says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall men give unto you." They are mature enough to get past the flaws, be extremely open about who you are and what you are. As Marla said, "I know I complain, but for Gil, she's the right woman." She has stepped Gil up. Did y'all see Gil's outfit? She stepped this mofo up. She has got this mofo in a pink jacket and some white pants with a white shirt on. And he was neat, and he looked clean, and he looked like he had shaved, and he looked like he put some kind of chemicals or some on them bumps. Like the face practices, she's bringing him up. And that's what we do. That's what we do. She got this man stepping his game up. He had on a white little loafers. What? Gil, what? What? Who brought you them $200 shoes on your foot? I'm going to read the comment for that. Mm-hmm. Baby, let me upgrade you. Upgrade you. Oh, pop it on, pop it. Oh, honey, she got that man looking much different than we see. Even his skin, his shaven head, everything. She's upgrading that. That's why you need to be with a woman who is high maintenance, because she will show teach you how to maintain your stuff too. Y'all ain't nowhere in the world y'all gonna tell me she ain't upgrading him. Thank you, midwife Crystal, for the $4.99 super chat. Myrla about to get him on the skin regimen soon. YouTube videos coming soon. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that is there. She's upgrading him. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, this mofo, by his own admission, said that she is the woman for him, and that he liked the pace. That the reason why they are where they are is because of the pace that she set. She set this pace. And if you can get with it, men, a woman will give you her heart. And with her heart, when a woman gives you her heart, you can get anything else. It ain't a struggle. It's not a war. It's not a fight. He don't have to fight with Myrla anymore. Like he said, everything is cool and it's smooth with us. We chill. We are at a smooth pace, and we going to stop it with all of these ultimatums and all of this all kind of stuff. Men, allow the woman to feel comfortable with you, to work at her pace, and once you get her, she'll love you forever until you over her. He is being upgraded. He said, do you have any She said, no, just your snoring and something else. And he said, well, I got some some what, some He said, when we decide that we want to do things and you say that you don't want to do it, it's childlike to me. He said, it feels like, a father having, a kid or something. She said, but you love that about me. He said, no, I don't. I don't love that about you. But Myrla has created an environment for Gil to be able to be vulnerable and authentic. She has created that environment. Look at the environment that Rachel has created. Look at the environment that that Michaela has created. Look at the environment that Brett created. None of them have created an environment where these men feel comfortable really telling them the truth. And that's what a grown, seasoned woman can do. She will open up and give you an environment for you to be able to share your heart without judgment, condemnation. On the other thing, she said, my husband does criticize me, and I don't do that to him. But I'm creating a space for him because he's being patient and creating a space for me. All Myrla does is talk positive about her husband. She's never said anything negative about her husband, but she gets dragged up and down the YouTube streets. But this mofo gets sympathetic, and men don't even want to, accept the fact that Miss Janice is calling him a dusty. When he came into that relationship, he was a dusty. He was unlearned, uneducated. He ain't got no savings account. He ain't got nothing. And we supposed to just be like, well, it's 10 women to every one man. So you know what, I might as well just go head on and play my spot. I need to be accepted, and I just need to go hit on the kissing because kissing is all he's asking for. But then we sit there and hear him say out of his own mouth that this pace worked for them. You can't believe everything you see. And you definitely can't believe everything you hear when it's coming from the editor's floor. You got to be wiser than what you see, because seeing ain't believing. They are in a better position right now than any of the couples on this show. She has always been extremely touchy and feeling with him. She's always been. She has never not been. The only thing she was not doing was kissing him, and that's because she needed to create a space for herself. Self-care. And I don't even think that this mofo got it in him to not break her heart. I just don't. I just don't. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong. But I think he gonna break soon as she let her guard down. I think he gonna break her because he talks negatively about her, and that's a fact. Everybody sees that, and then everybody else gets on the bandwagon because they feel sorry for poor little Gil. Oh, she's just a complainer and all of this kind of stuff. And the thing that when he sat there and he talked about her, he didn't even talk about her complaining being the problem. He said the problem is that you don't want to do anything, that you reject it. He, not the complaining. The issue that you got, he ain't got. And he said, I think about you all day. You running through my mind. I ain't gonna sing, but you running through my mind all day long. You at the top of my list. She said, oh, you got them love feelings? He said, yeah, I got them love feelings. I sure do. With your complaining ass. Sit down. Sit down. Gil is falling in love with her. He is absolutely falling in love with her. And so that night she spins it. And she has candles all through the hallways and all of that kind of stuff for him when he gets home from his firefighter's job. And he comes in there bearing gifts because love gives. When a man loves you, he will give you. Have you seen Zach give Michaela anything? When the last time you seen Jose give Rachel something? I'll wait. Put it in the comment section just in case Auntie missed it because I am old. He comes in there and she has, all the little things that he likes. And he's just happy. He comes in there with a shirt because he thinks about her all day long with her complaining ass. I'm going to keep saying that. He orders a shirt and says, what he says, you are everything. I think that's what it said. And he said, I got everything I need. She just is tickled. Can I put it on now? She just playing with him and laughing with him and Who mad? Who mad? Women, you have every right to voice your displeasure about something. You got every right to do it. And people got every right to just see that as a negative thing. I just don't see it that way. Because they're at the love zone. They are falling in love with one another. And they say they ain't got all the arguing and the bickering going on. She allows Gil to be him. And he allows her to be her. And she is leveling him up. Because that's what we do as women. We level up our men. A good one. And then if you got a woman and you ain't leveled up, she's the wrong one. If she ain't taking you to another place and you ain't taking her to another place, she ain't the one. You ought to be better for having her. Because the Bible says that a woman is a helpmeet. She is there to take you to the tree of life. If she takes you to the tree of destruction and causes you to eat of the forbidden fruit, she ain't for you. A woman will take you to the tree of life and she'll know the difference. And she will dare not tempt you to go to the tree of evil. She won't take you there. She's going to lead you to the tree of life. She's going to make sure that she uses all of her resources in that garden to make sure that you got everything that you need. She is going to be that Proverbs 31 woman who's going to help you to maintain your reputation amongst everybody in the city, honey. She's going to make sure that she uses the fruit of her hands to make sure that you rise up, honey, and that you are in good standing with everybody, and that business that you want is going to pop off. She is the one who's going to do that for you. And if she's not doing for that for you, you need to roll out. Okay. Okay. So the next couple that I want to talk about is Johnny and Bao. Johnny and Bao are really having some problems, ain't they, y'all, in their sex department? She wants more sex from Johnny, and Johnny is like, I need you to do something. She stands up on TV and says, give me something to work with. But then she sits there with her girlfriend and said, I ain't giving him nothing to work with. I don't want to do it. I'm not affectionate. I'm not a touchy-feely person. That's not my love language. My love language is acts of services. But even though I don't give him no acts of services, I sit up there and I lie, and I want to keep throwing Johnny up underneath the bus and making Johnny be the wrong person. Johnny indicated that she said that she got social anxieties, and we know she do because the bitch was, see, God dang it, I didn't mean to curse. I said I was going to stop doing that. Johnny says, I don't want this to be a wham bam thank you man, because I don't know already did that and done that, and I'm trying to have a relationship with you, and when we I don't want this to be a task on your list, and let's have sex at 12, then we have sex at 4, and then and we just do it, and this is the way we get, this is the way. But she's saying that Johnny ain't giving her what she need. He value a liar. He said that the reason why he doesn't bust her out and he allows her to say and do all the stuff that she does is because she told him that she has social anxieties, and that anything that they needed to talk about, they needed to talk about in private, but still, and yet she goes public and throws his stuff out on the street. And then you can see that that's what she's doing, because even when he was talking to his girlfriend at the house, he was being selective and using some type of decorum and discretion about what he said about her when she was trying to throw this mofo under the bus. And her girlfriend said, honey, this ain't no merry-go-round. This ain't magic. You're going to have to work on this. You're going to have to, if you want him to hug you, hug him. They sit down and they go, and they do, what do you call that? Because my girlfriend does that all the time. Oh my goodness, what do you call that? But anyway, they went up in the air, you skydiving. So they went skydiving, and he said, to him, the risk is the benefit, and the benefit is the risk. Whatever, Johnny, I don't know what Johnny was talking about. So they go up on, the plane and everything, and this is not something he wanted to do, but this is something that's on her bucket list. And so, you know what? He compromises and he does it and he loves it. And she runs over to him and she jumps up in his arm and all of that kind of stuff. And, they go out to eat afterwards. And after they eat and everything, they start having a serious relationship talk. And he asks her, what do you need out of this relationship? She said, I need, just a little bit more affection. Affection equals sex. He said, well, I just wanted to be more spontaneous. I don't want it to seem like it's a task on a list of things for us to do for the day. And she said, well, touch me more, touch me more, touch me. He said, yeah. Who wants to be with someone? Can you imagine, ladies, of having a man sitting across the table from you going, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me more, touch me more, touch me more, touch me more. How unattractive is that? Very. He said, Bob just don't get it. She don't get it. But she's got him out here looking like he the bad guy. You got to read past production. He is trying his best to talk to her and staying in the relationship. And she is on fantasy mother Allen. She lying out of her. Oh, I'm trying not to. But I was a liar. She said, well, when I was telling you about my coworker, because things are really hard at work, because, I'm always a villain. I mean, a victim. I was a victim of my dad. I was a victim of my school. I was a victim at camp. You victimized me by talking about my snoring. I'm just like a victim. I'm 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 a victim. Everybody hurts me. I don't hurt anybody else. No accountability, no responsibility comes from me. I don't do anything. I'm just, I'm always underneath somebody's foot. It's just me. It's just me. It's just how people treat me. And I don't understand why people treat me the way that they treat me. Girl, anybody that cries that they the victim like that, leave. It's a flag. It's a flag. And so, she said, I wanted you to hug me. He was like, okay, well, it was the move was right. But I'm not going to keep pursuing you and you ain't doing nothing. And she stands out there and says, give me a bone. Give me something to work with. What are you talking about, Bow? So all the couples get together and they meet at a restaurant because all of them, want to talk and all of that kind of stuff. And so they get to the restaurant and what's his name? Gil decides, you know what, I'm going to be the team leader. So yeah, let's go around the table and talk about whether or not y'all are in like with each other or y'all are in lies. Zach said, I go first. Okay. Michaela is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, she's the sweetest woman I've ever met in my whole entire life. Listen, what show is this? What show is this? Who is sitting in that seat? You lying. Why is all this lying going on? She's the best thing. If it wasn't for Michaela, I wouldn't even be in this relationship. She's the best thing. I would do anything for Michaela. Anything. Now, I know I'm not the only one that knew that was something coming out of his mouth. There's no way in the world y'all gonna tell me that any of us believe that. He's been saying the opposite even when he was on what's the unfiltered. He sat there and was like, I just don't know if it's gonna work. I mean, maybe it's gonna work. I doubt it, but he's still there. I wish that it could work, and I wish that he's still there. But then he sits there at the table and tell everybody, they all kissy and lovey because he associates, because he's so emotional, he associates sex with love. And sex ain't love. Sex ain't the glue that's going to hold this relationship together. Communication, honesty, all of that you had on that list, you need to be half of what's on there. But the problem is, Zach, you're none of it, in my opinion. You got a list that you don't have to live by. Integrity, trust. Where's your integrity? Where's the trust? You can't trust nothing you say because one day you're this and the next day you're that. And so then when she finally flick out and gets tired of being on somebody's yo-yo string, going up and down, now she gonna be wrong. She's gonna be wrong for losing this little bit of self-control she got. She gonna be wrong. But imagine, put yourself in other people's shoes. You can't toy with everybody. You go run up and get done up on the wrong person or the right person. You gonna run up young, and I'm telling you, you're gonna be crushed, broken, and hurt, busted, and disgusted. But every time he gets some from her, all of a sudden he in love. But when she kirk out, she wrong. Crazy K. See, that's why you don't label your families. That's why you don't say everything. You don't label the people in your family. Because when you get it on, get that label on you, it's hard to get that off. And people put you in that box, and that's all they bring up. Crazy K, Hurricane K, Hurricane K, because they don't have the maturity and the tenacity to look and see what happens, what creates this Hurricane K person. Because from so far, she's been the one that had self-control. She ain't ran home on this mofo. She ain't been lying and saying she gonna do something and she don't do it. She's not the one sitting up there. I can't. You just don't know all of it. Oh God, that ain't Hurricane K. That's Hurricane Z. That's Zach. Can't you see it? So when I go off, because I'm going to go off, because I'm tired of the gaslighting and the upping and the downing. She said, I told this mofo that I love him. She's made herself vulnerable. You can't get no more vulnerable than that. She said, I've never experienced love before, but what I'm feeling for him is love. I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. She's vulnerable in front of him. She's laying it all down. Women, you know how we are when we in love. We telling all our friends, we telling our family. We just laying back on the pillow, fluffing the pillows for no apparent reason whatsoever. We just want to get comfortable in our love. Oh my God, this is my man. I feel safe in his arms. I just want to be with him. I know we having problems, but damn it, I love him. Rachel goes on and she says that she told Jose that she loved him. She said, and we fell out and everything. We had our little problems. And, now I feel safe. I'm safe in his arms. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, oh my God, I love him. And everything. And Zach was like, yeah, I'm feeling for, and everything. And, I'm in like with her. They go around the Brett and they go around to, what you call him? He was like, Brett and, Ron. And Ron was like, I like her. Yeah, I really do care about this woman, and we've been through our highs and lows, but I'm hopeful. He said, I'm comparing myself to other relationships. They go to her. She said, well, everybody, and I've been going through about the dog, and I just want to thank everybody for being a support to me and everything. And as far as Ryan is concerned, I'm hopeful too. Then we go to Gil and Myrla. And Gil says, you know, um, I'm in 100% like with my wife. And I'm moving to love. And I was like, that's my man. That's my boo. That's my best friend. That's it. That's it. Said my little princess. She said, I choose to love my husband. I said, bitch, you better. You better say that. I choose to love my husband. He said, the man that I was years ago would not have been able to do this. But now, being the man that I am now, I've learned patience and tolerance. We just need a moment of silence. That he don't mess up. Because her defenses is down. We get to get the Val. Val says, well, I'm perfect. Um, I've been trying everything that I can. I've been the perfect wife. I've been cooking gourmet meals, and my gourmet meals. Johnny was like, and my gourmet meals. I've been cooking them, and I'm just the perfect wife. I show up perfect in the room, and my husband, wants me to, step it up, and as far as sex and everything is concerned. Johnny was like, "You a lie. You a goddamn lie. You's a damn lie. You's a lie. You lie. You you ain't." And, so my husband, Johnny, he wants me to step it up in the bedroom, and I'm trying very hard. And he's just a piece of, and he's like, it was like, okay, Johnny. Ron was like, they was like, you gonna be okay, Johnny, you gonna be okay. Ron said, I mean, you gonna be okay, but them flowers ain't. You know how you be, you know how you be so mad, you be the, you had that rose petal like that. Even when they came in a restaurant and he gave her the flower, it was a nice, sweet gesture that he did. She took that flower and said, did y'all notice it? She could not wait. She is calculating than a mother. She's one of those mofos that will have you set up on your job. It's Ariel J. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Val puts her head down when she plays the victim. Yes, she does. She is a mofo, honey, that will have you set up on your job. She will be the mofo that's up in the cotton freaking she's one of them mofos that will cotton freaking be eating your food, in my opinion. She is a mofo that will be eating your food out of the refrigerator every day. And every day you'd be like, who took the orange out my lunchbox? And she will be sitting over there. That's terrible that someone is, and she doing it. But she around the office knowing she eating the food, but she pointing the finger at somebody else. Somebody's been eating my food too. And it ain't brought no lunch, no bag lunch to the job for 7 months. And when you going through this roller coaster over and over and over, I heard somebody say he overreacted. How, Craig? How? You let somebody sit up at a table in front of a whole bunch of people and on national television, and every time you turn around, they tearing you down. How is that an overreaction? Okay. Well, I guess you Linda, you on the staff. I guess you on the staff and you in the house and you see what's going on. Okay, Linda, I apologize. I'm wrong, you right. I'm just kidding, Linda. I'm just kidding. I don't believe her. I've seen people like her. I do not believe her. He has enough respect to sit there at that cotton freaking table and not throw her under the bus. And she throws her husband under the bus. And I wouldn't want to be with anybody that throws me under the bus like that. Nobody. We've had this discussion. You want me to keep your quiet, you keep mine quiet. You don't sit up there and let somebody throw you under the bus. And we all know, daggone well, that we ain't seen her cook no gourmet meals. The production company went back and verified what he said. They did that on purpose. They knew that they caught the lie, they caught the gag, and the production company decided that it was important in those 2 hours that we get to see that show, or really 1 hour and an hour of commercials. But when we get to see that show, the production company thought it important that they confirm what Johnny said about her, that they showed her still in his salad. Oh, I ate your Caesar salad. But they showed us with him cooking meatballs, the bachelor's meal. Okay, them little nasty little meatballs. The production thought it was relevant for us to see every time she did not cook. She told her girlfriend by her own mission. She told her girlfriend, I be wanting to do, my thing is acts of service, and I be wanting to do things for him and stuff, but I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to do acts of service. So not only is she not meeting her own love language, she sure ain't meeting him. Come on. They having some serious problems in this relationship. Both of them are to blame, but don't throw me under the bus in front of my friends. He got up from that table shaking. He goes outside, and of course, here come Jose. What's wrong with her? You okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? No. I'm not okay. You're not. Are you okay? You need to be okay. I'm not okay. Please. Now, man, I'm fighting for you. She lied. She sat in there and said that she's been cooking gourmet meals. I said, this motherfucker about to do. Everybody was kung fu fighting. I said, let me tell you something, honey. This right here, he was voguing up the Vogue. Are you kidding me? He lost it up that mofo. Oh, yes, he did. He was like, but boo, are you okay? I just want you to be okay. He said, I'm not going to be okay. It's difficult to be with her. She just wants to be perfect. She wants everybody to like her. I totally agree. Because everything she's bringing up is from her childhood and when she was a victim. She never talks about when she was a victor. She never talks about the accomplishments in her life. She is playing a role because she feels like she got to come all perfect. Guilty. When you dealt it, you know it when you see it. Trying to be perfect and be a perfectionist. Trying to let it, make everybody think everything was perfect. And it's not. It's not. So many smiles on so many faces and frowns in the background. They leave out. She came out the door. She was uncomfortable. So I don't know what. You know why? Because she knew she did them dirty. But here's the thing, Val. I just want to tell you, you never can win when you dirty. You don't have to throw another person under the bus to make yourself look good. And when a person is throwing someone else under the bus, trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. It's because it's you. It's a reflection of who you are and what you feel like you need to protect. And it just ain't cool. Anyway, y'all, I went longer on this video than I intended to. This is the end of my rant on Married at First Sight season 13, episode 11. Let me know down in the I'm hoping that she knew that I was just kidding with her, Linda. Um, but thank you all so much for being here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the super chats. You all on Tuesdays, Janice Hilton will be here on my channel, and we will be doing our pre-show for Married at First Sight. And so, make sure you join us for that. I'll be putting up the schedule for us. So I know a lot of people have been saying they haven't been getting the notifications, and I'm hoping that me pre-scheduling things is helping you all to get that done. Again, thank you so much for being here. Please comment down in the comment section and let me know what you think about tonight. What would you have rated this? I rated this a C for the whole entire episode. Again, let me know what you will rate it. And you know what? If you feel like I said something that you didn't like or you didn't agree with, it's okay. I ain't mad at you. I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much to my moderators who always keep the chat nice and safe for everybody to be able to have a great discussion about a show that we all have come here to enjoy. Love you all. God bless you and have a great night. Bye.